Is this it, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the latest one? Okay.
Just heard that one.
Yeah, I mean, I was not really paying attention. Anthony's laughing his ass off, and he's like, dude, there's a new Ramone sweeper.
Ramone.
We were talking about this yesterday.
Steve's imaginary friend.
Steve, is your imaginary friend here right now as you enter the studio?
No, Ramone is not in the room. He's not my imaginary friend. It's just a character in a sweeper. But he is a character that I created.
You made him up.
I made him up. So, yeah, he's not... I should change the emphasis. He's not my imaginary friend. He is my character.
So. Your imaginary character.
My imaginary character.
And from me listening to these, his job description is getting really rank.
It is, but I'm brainstorming, trying to think of menial tasks that Ramone can do.
A menial task and, doing what Ramone has to do. Two different things.
Yeah, we're going to start from the beginning again, because this is the third installment of the Ramone Sweepers.
Ooh, it's like a series, like the old coffee commercials.
I'm getting obsessed with the whole Ramone storyline.
I love the Ramone storyline.
Ramone is a very put-upon fella.
Yes, you feel for him.
Now, I hate to... We don't do this often these days on this program. What's that? Oh, your phone. But there's a lot of new listeners that just got their radios turned on. So, really fast, Ramone works is a manservant or houseboy for the deep voice guy that voices some of the Opie and Anthony show promos.
Very wealthy, lives in a palatial house.
Yes.
The houseboy does?
No. Well, the houseboy lives there because he lives in a servant's quarters, I would guess.
Yeah.
Steve, if I'm out of line on any of this, if I'm speculating, I'm sure you have it all spelt out.
Modest servants' quarters.
Very modest servants' quarters.
Correct.
And, up very early to take care of the master's needs.
Exactly.
And the master is the guy with the really deep voice.
Yeah, he's got a
But that's you.
Right, well, I'm the guy voicing the promo, but I'm not, in this instance, I'm not, wow, it's hard to dig myself out of
You're not that guy, but
I'm
you're
not that
guy voicing it.
Believe, I would love, I'm sorry, Kenny.
Yes, Kenny?
Ramone is a Freudian thing with Steve.
You think so?
Yeah, that's my take.
Is that coming out of the part of your mind that's left of center?
Wherever it comes from, that's where it's been.
Yeah. Put very nicely.
Thanks, Kenny. So it's a character you play when you're doing sweepers for the Opie and Anthony program.
Thank you.
And I take it not only is he very wealthy, but he's a bit eccentric.
Yeah, very eccentric.
So the houseboy's there, so if this guy has some need at 3:30 in the morning, the houseboy's not going to be sleeping.
He need only clap or ring a bell.
Oh, and he's got a little bell?
He's got a little bell, and Ramone is at his beck and call.
Wow.
All right,
That's
well,
some gig.
It all started with this, we have
track 2.
Yeah, let's go 2. All right, it all started with this Ramone promo, Anthony.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony. Ooh, it's in my shoes. Ramone, clean this up.
Right. So Ramone would have to scurry over now and clean up the mess that
he
made.
Why did the big voice announcer have liquid diarrhea in the middle of doing a Opie and Anthony promo?
You know, it's entirely possible that he had a
chili dog,
a chili dog, a glass of warm milk, and the two just did not sit well when he's sitting at his console recording copy, and you just can't excuse yourself in the middle of a recording session.
So a little incontinent.
So liquid shit. That's for Bob. Liquid shit was pouring out of his pants leg?
Yeah, well,
to his shoes?
Well, his pajama leg, let's say.
Right, because he's probably never really dressed.
Oh, that's right, because you explained he's so in need that the guy doesn't even have to go to the studios anymore. He has a home studio, and he just gets out of bed in his pajamas.
And the checks just roll in.
And the checks just
roll in. So there's really no need for traditional pants. You can walk around in a smoking jacket and pajama bottoms.
But if I remember now, another installment, he does leave the house to go on a little drive in the country.
He does. But there isn't necessarily a need to get dressed up in full regalia.
So you think he's still in his pajama bottoms as he's driving into the country with Ramone?
Could be. He might want to put on some hard shoes. It's hard to hit the pedals.
And why was he driving in the country? Where was he going, and why was Ramone with him?
He likes to get out every once in a while because...
time off.
Yeah, you hop in the Bentley, take a nice leisurely drive through the...
That's what I pictured, too, a Bentley with the convertible top down, an old-fashioned picnic basket in the back.
Exactly.
And they're driving out to the country where he will not even so much treat Ramone, but Ramone is there, again, to open the bottle of wine.
Exactly.
To set the plates out for him on this little picnic he's going on.
Give him a manual hand release.
Well,
Ramone.
it's an option, but it's not necessarily, it hasn't been divulged yet if Ramone will help him in this capacity.
I've seen no kind of homosexual contact between these two.
No, he is eccentric because he can afford to be. Wealth can afford you that luxury.
All right. So he's just going for a drive in the country.
I see him more as asexual.
To get away from the stress of voicing promos for the Opie and Anthony program.
Right, exactly.
So this is the second installment.
I just love a drive in the country, laughing with Opie and Anthony. That plane is flying awfully low, don't you think, Ramone? Ramone, call 911.
All right, there's a couple things I noticed in this promo. Not only does this voice guy, does he have a name?
Not yet, no.
You really need a name for him.
We haven't established what his name is. It's got to be something snooty, I think.
All right, well, whatever this guy's name is, not only does he voice the promos for the Opie and Anthony program, it looks like he's also a fan of the show. When he has some leisure time where he's taking his ride in the country, he's also enjoying the Opie and Anthony program on his Sky-Fi.
He was. He had
his Roadie 2 or something,
XM
right?
radio in the car with him. And if you listen closely, you will hear a very low, in the background, audio from the Opie and Anthony show.
Are you kidding?
I picked up on that.
I didn't hear that at all.
I'm very
hear it again?
Let me hear the first part at least.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony.
Sorry.
Car one.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
That's the incontinent.
I just love a drive in the country, laughing with Opie and Anthony.
So you're just talking to Ramone? You're having a little conversation with him? You're enjoying the Opie and Anthony show? You can hear it slightly in the background.
In the background. Wow, I didn't know he was a fan. I feel flattered now.
Yeah.
Your show is good foreplay.
Ah.
All right. And then, now we have the latest installment that we heard going into break.
Here's the new one.
And
what's the setting for this one? Back at home?
No, he's in a public restroom, actually.
Oh.
He had to venture out. He, might have gone out to meet his broker, to discuss his stocks. Sometimes you really got to sit down with your broker.
He's eccentric, but he is a successful businessman.
Of course.
He's got a lot of money that needs taken care of.
Exactly. So he's in a public restroom, and public restrooms are, havens for all kind of deviant behavior. So Ramone does have to stand guard.
That is true. Okay.
And what kind of restaurant is this? Is it a restaurant bathroom? Is it a rest area?
This happens to be like a business office, like one of those, like a Manhattan business office. But still, because you can hear like a little music in the background as you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
State of the Union. Gas prices going up again. The Opie and Anthony show on XM. Poop goes the weasel. Ramone, give me your sleeve.
All right, listen, man.
Okay, he was on the bowl reading the newspaper.
Right.
The headlines, if you will.
Yeah, the headlines. Reading the paper.
Took a dump.
Took a dump.
Poop goes the weasel.
Right.
And why Ramone's sleeve instead of the toilet paper that might be right next to him?
Because
I'm starting to think that this guy's a sick app.
Institutional toilet paper is much more coarse than
Ramone's sleeve.
Yeah, Ramone. He's not a poorly dressed manservant. He wears silk shirts.
Well, it would look bad for the guy, the rich guy, if his manservant was walking around like a slob.
Exactly.
So he's well dressed to make him. Not that he cares about Ramone, but he cares about his image. And if he's walking around with a slob, it doesn't bode well for him.
Exactly. So Ramone is well dressed, and silk does tend to feel better on the backside than coarse institutional toilet paper.
Now, let me just kind of go into the future a few minutes after this happens.
Sure.
What would Ramone do with his shit-stained sleeve? Does he go to the sink and wash it?
He does. He would try. If it was too stained to recover the actual garment, he would throw away the garment. And Ramone does carry a garment bag with him at times, filled with extra shirts.
For
for the man,
Right.
for the man, but he's also got a few in there for himself in a little compact pocket, just in case things like this happen.
Or if perhaps he gets a call and has to find a hotel room and stay overnight.
Right, you've got to have
spur of the moment. Ramone will also have a change of clothing.
Exactly, like
Very good.
Proverbial packed suitcase.
Very good. You lunatic. You're a mad person.
That is creativity, man. I didn't even have that one planned.
Why don't you just make it a short sleeve shirt then?
Oh.
It could be.
If it was a summer day,
It
that
could
would
be.
be rough.
It could be, but then
Ramone would have short sleeves.
Exactly. It's entirely
All right.
possible Ramone
All
could
right.
take the sleeve off. Too.
Yeah.
Steve, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, see you later, Ramone.
Yeah, Ramone is opening the door for you, so there you go. There he goes. Martini Steve, better known as
Ramone, you dropped something.
Steve the Bear and all that, and here's a little song about that.